You got all day. I mean, you got a million good players out there that have. Scheffler's a couple under. Rahm's playing. He's even. The old saying from Jack Nicklaus: you can't win it on Thursday, but you can lose it on Thursday. And these guys at the top, obviously, they can't win it today. But boy, are they setting themselves up. And then tomorrow, because if you play in the morning the first day, on Friday you go in the afternoon. So Fowler is going to see where he's going to stand tomorrow afternoon because he won't play till later in the day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Anything else sticking out about?
Oh, I haven't seen much of it today because we've, so much has been going on. There aren't very many bad scores, but I mean, the message is to all these guys who haven't played yet: you better go out and play well, because if you want to stay right out of the chute, if you're going to be competitive, you're going to have to go low. Which usually the U.S. Open's a defensive tournament, not an offensive tournament. But that's a heck of a start for him and Schauffele as well. Schauffele's from California, and he made a couple of good saves. But I haven't seen very much because some of us have to work around here all day long. So
I have been here since 7:30.
No, I'm talking about the rest of those guys.
I'm like, I have been here all day.
I'll throw them under the bus.
I saw that Ann moved closer to you.
Well, Ann works hard.
Yeah.
And she
That's why she moved closer, yeah.
Well, yeah, and she's got the candy dish over there, so if I say anything otherwise, that could cost me candy, one way or the other. Joey and Fred are at the Lansing Catholic baseball game.
I can play baseball.
I love it. They're not good for you. Oh, man, and that's a Peanuts one, too.
Yeah.
All right, I'll stay.
All right, that's all I got. All right, we're also going to take a look at a little bit of news from MSU. We've got a commit. I keep forgetting that one. Half of my screens are touchscreen, half of them aren't. I always forget which one is which. This is Reggie Powers III. He announced that he is committed to MSU. He is an Ohio native who chose the Spartans over Ohio State, over Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Northwestern. And he just visited East Lansing just last weekend.
I get a kick out of that list, the number 57 safety in the recruiting class, because I had him number 54.
I know.
So which one of us is accurate?
Maybe
you're when they come up with that stuff,
it.
they put that stuff down with a straight face. He's a number 57 safety. So does that mean if he plays the number 56 safety on the same day, that guy will play better than he will?
Well, if you look, I also have used the number 580.
Back in the day, nobody knew who the recruits were. Nobody knew who ever got signed. They just saw these players for the very first time, heard their name when they went on the field to play in a game. As they say, times have changed. But when I see that, I say, well, somebody actually, without giggling, ranked all these guys. I don't know how far down they went.
They got paid probably to rank all these people.
Well, there's one noteworthy thing there. Ohio State wanted him. That's
Ohio
all
State
I got to
wanted
know.
him?
I don't need to know anything else. If Ohio State wanted him, the guy can probably play.
And you were talking a little bit about D'Antonio and his ability to recruit.
Well, he's a native Ohioan, and he was an assistant at Ohio State. He was a defensive coordinator there before he went to Cincinnati. So, I mean, he's all Ohio. Then he comes up here, and Michigan State's always recruited Ohioan football through the years. They can't get all the good players there. They only have so many scholarships available.
And people from other states may want to play for Ohio
But
State.
D'Antonio always had a huge emphasis on getting good players out of Ohio, which helped him greatly. Now, whether this guy's going to be like that, stay tuned.
He is now the fourth player of the 2024 class committed to MSU. What do we have coming up on the
Well, Lansing Catholic is scoreless with top-ranked Algonac in the third inning. They're playing right now. Hope the rain stays away at Michigan State in the Division III baseball semifinals of the state tournament. We got all that. We have the Michigan State Athletes of the Year were announced today. Heath Baldwin, who's a heptathlon super runner in track and field. He's the male athlete of the year. And Lauren Kozal, who's a two-time All-American goalkeeper in soccer. She's the female athlete of the year.
Congratulations.
So there you go. We got that. What else do we have? I'm trying to think of what the rundown also had. There's always some MSU basketball that's around. News has a very good story in the 6 o'clock that's separate from sports on Matty Sissoko, who came home from West Africa after he built a school over there in the off season. So we got a story on that, but it's in the news, not the sports.
Justin Kent will have that at 6 o'clock.
It's an important story. News takes it. We don't take it. We just.
offered
we,
it.
we just take the residue.
You offered it to
know.
us, according to the email from Joey. You offered.
We just take the residue.
But that was something that was of statewide interest this morning on our
good story.
network call.
It's a very good
It's
story.
a very good story.
Yeah. So
He actually, not to give too much away, but he is using his NIL money to do it.
yeah, he did. I don't know how much he had, but if he's building a school, something tells me he didn't get 20 cents.
Right.
So good for him. At any rate, the story gets told in the news portion at 6 o'clock.
All right, we're going to check in right now with the rest of our news team to see what else is coming up on over 90 minutes of news. It starts pretty shortly.
I'm here at Moneyball Sports, where the Crown Act will be signed into law right here in Michigan. Michigan joins 19 other states in making sure black hairstyles like this one can't be discriminated against in the workplace or in schools. Riley, what are you working on?
Thanks, Tanaya. With the passing of Proposal 2, there's a couple of changes coming to the way that we vote in Michigan. I'm talking to some of our legislators and local clerks about what they think the impact might be. I'm Riley Connell, and you can find out more about this story coming up at News 10 at 5:30. Amaya, tell us what you're working on.
Thanks, Riley. Today I'm talking about the decreased foot traffic in downtown Lansing and how it's affecting businesses. I'll have more on that later tonight. Aaron, over to you.
Thanks, Amaya. I'm Erin Bowling, and I'm on Michigan State University's campus today because a third person has taken the first step to sue the university. All three of these lawsuits are regarding the mass shooting that took place on campus in February. Each lawsuit lists actions they believe the university should have taken before the shooting in February. I'll break down the key claims from each lawsuit on News 10 at 6.
All right, that is what we have coming up, and also not included in that, but Justin Kent will have the story on Maddie Sissoko that you don't want to miss. All of that is coming up shortly. Stay tuned for First at 4, which starts in just about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.